What up, everyone? Big Kev back in the building. Today's video is 25 ways in which the UK totally triumphs over the United States. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's check it out. Alright, let's get this one started.
Mike with list 25, and here are 25 areas in which the United Kingdom totally triumphs over the United States. Alright, let's get this out of the way. This list is meant to be a joke. I love the US and I love the UK. I'm not trying to start a war.
I love it that he feels that he has to justify this going in right off the bat. He definitely made a similar list in the past and had probably a pretty negative feedback that he has to put a disclaimer on future videos.
This entire list is meant to be in good humor, so please, please, please don't take offense. Displaying actual prices. In most US states, you don't pay the price on the product. You pay the price plus the tax. In Britain, the tax is included.
24.
That's pretty convenient. I wouldn't mind the US adapting that one for sure.
Complaining. Nobody complains better than the British. Nobody.
23.
Document.
I feel like that's a pretty subjective one. I mean, I've heard pretty good complainers over here in the United States. I don't know if that one is I would have liked to seen a few examples or any info to kind of back that one up.
2 words. David Attenborough.
22.
Electric plugs.
I mean, he is famous for his documentaries. Although nowadays with all the Netflix documentaries and true crime documentaries, I would say that we're catching up. If not, maybe not making the absolute best ones, but I don't know. That's up for debate also.
First of all, the voltage is higher. It's 220 versus only 110. But guess what? British plugs also have significantly better safety features. More power, more safety.
21.
Bathrooms. In America, if someone wants to check if a stall is occupied, they just peek through the gap. In Britain, this would never work. There is no gap.
Yeah, that's a way better way to do it. I mean, there shouldn't be a gap in a bathroom. That's a weird thing that hasn't been fixed yet over here.
20.
Roundabouts. The British obsession with these is warranted. Even the Mythbusters showed they were more effective than traffic lights.
We actually have like 1 or 2 kind of circle roundabouts in the area that I live, and while at times they can be handy, lead to quite a few near misses, especially during the busy summer season.
19.
Messing with France. As the British say, France is a beautiful country. The only downside is that it's filled with the French people. C'est seulement un blog. Nous vous aimons. Allons-y.
18.
Having their flag put on other flags. Even a US state has the Union Jack on it. Hawaii.
He's got us there. I mean, that is true.
17.
Losing at their own sports. Britain invents soccer, that's why they used to call it that, and then can't win at it. America invents basketball, and then can't lose at it.
16.
Cops.
How does that mean they're better at it then? I'm confused by that one.
On average, American police kill more civilians in 1 month than British police kill in 2 decades.
15.
That's a real fact. That's a pretty bleak statistic. Yeah, I wish that one was a little more in our favor. Jesus.
Electing third-party candidates. Okay, it's not like this happens regularly, but it definitely happens more than never. And that is exactly how often it happens in the US.
Yeah, I mean, in like presidential elections, never, but I believe there's been like other party elections that have had like third parties occasionally win. I feel like I've heard of a couple different movements over the years, but I mean, I might be wrong on that. I don't follow it too closely.
14.
Date format. Smallest to largest. Doesn't that make sense?
I like ours. I'm good with ours. I mean, maybe if I grew up with the other one, but nah, I don't like it.
13.
Understating things. During World War II, when Britain was being bombed almost constantly, Churchill referred to it as the unpleasantness. That just about sums it up.
I mean, that is a pretty good understatement for sure.
12.
Cheaper real food. In the US, only fake food is cheaper.
11.
That's a pretty big one, yeah. I mean, definitely you want to go like fresh produce, you're going to be paying up. I mean, think like one of the most expensive places to shop, like a supermarket wise, are like what, Whole Foods and places of that ilk.
The metric system. They don't do it perfectly, but they definitely do it better.
Nah, I mean, I know the metric system's probably been adapted worldwide, but I prefer our system.
10.
Tea. In Britain, teas are small, hot, and lightly sweetened. In the US, they're big, cold, and stuffed with diabetes.
I don't have an opinion on this one. I hate tea. So every like 5 years or so I try to get one and like maybe think that like things have changed and I might like it now, but I don't like teas, I don't like any coffees, really hot drinks in general. I mean, I don't like iced tea either, so to be fair, I don't like tea hot or cold, but yeah, I don't really know which one is better than, so he could be right, could be wrong.
9.
Playing the villain. If the bad guy isn't Russian, he's British.
8.
Well, he's got a point there.
Empire. Even today, the Queen is still the head of state in 15 different countries.
7.
Rolling cheese. Only in Britain will you find a bunch of people chasing cheese down a hill. Cooper's Hill cheese rolling and wake.
Is that supposed to be a good thing? Is that something we're supposed to aspire to? I mean, we do have like, cheese heads, if you go to Green Bay. So we do have our own little take on that. But yeah, I didn't know that they actually had a thing where they chased rolling cheese down a hill. That's a bit odd, but okay. Maybe it's fun. I don't know.
6.
NHS. In the US, people declare bankruptcy because of hospital visits. In the UK, you don't. As a note, the NHS is paid for by taxes, but even then, the US spends over $8,000 per person every year for healthcare, while in the UK, it's only around $3,000.
5.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, they could definitely improve that system. That is definitely for sure.
Marketing. Or rather, the lack of it. In America, they actually stop live sporting events for the sake of adverts. And let's not get started on infomercials or medication advertisements.
4.
They don't do that in the UK? They don't have commercials during live sporting events? Is that what he was saying? I think I missed the gist of that one.
Keeping calm. Just check the news coverage of Ebola. In the US, you would think the world was ending. In the UK, it was just another news story.
Yeah, the US is pretty good about fear mongering. You get a story and they'll play it up and they'll definitely jump on people's worst instincts and get them riled up all for the sake of ratings. So yeah, he's definitely not wrong about that one.
3.
Taxes. For the Americans out there, in Britain you have PAYE. It's how the government collects taxes, and it's incredibly convenient. As an employee, you don't have to fill out a single form. Ever. In the US, the IRS could implement this system as well, but the tax industry is a huge lobby, so don't expect to stop filling out W-2 forms or 1099 forms anytime soon.
That's a bummer. I mean, I just got done doing my taxes, and it's always super annoying to fill out all those forms and go through all that nonsense. That would be a nice system to have. I mean, I don't know enough about it to know if it's actually better, but I like not filling out more paperwork. That's for sure.
2.
News. The BBC. Need I say more? As a note, the US has NPR, but nobody listens to that. It's not sensational enough. Let's get some CNN and Fox up in here.
1.
Faster internet. Dear America, you invented this thing. Why does Mount Everest have faster internet than you?
Does it really? That's crazy. Yeah, I definitely live in an area that has decent internet coverage and decent speeds, but I'm definitely not in one of those elite areas, that's for sure. I'm just happy I'm not in one of those areas where you can't get any decent coverage, so I'm kind of in the middle there, maybe upper middle as far as our speeds go.
Enjoying our lists?
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting list. I would have liked him to expound a little more on some of those. Maybe given a couple examples. I definitely agreed with some, and didn't agree with others. Although, you live with something for so long, I'm resistant to change, I guess. So maybe some of those are better, but like the metric system and stuff like that. But I've grew up all my life doing it one way. I don't like the idea of doing it differently. I'm used to that way of doing things. So yeah, if there's any other videos I should be checking out, be sure to let me know down below. Until next time, have a good one.